Galatians 5 verse 22 and 23 from the Amplified Bible says, but the fruits of the Spirit, that is, the result of His presence within us, is love, which is an unselfish concern for others, joy, inner peace, patience, not the ability to wait, but how we act while waiting, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. So we're focusing on the fruit of what's inside there. And olives, they're a rich kind of fruit. They sometimes we say that they're like the king of all fruits. They're like the ultimate. And that's what they can be likened to. And funny enough, our fruit comes from the King. See, we can't produce that fruit in us. It's limited. But when it comes from the King, it's limitless. And it's always fresh and full of goodness. And it's interesting when you think about the olives, once they've gone through their process. An interesting story was about olive oil being used by Samuel to anoint King Saul in 1 Samuel 10. And that's, so the oil, that olive goes through that process and then anoints kings. But I just thought it was funny in that story. Samuel, he takes a flask and he pours it over him. How many of you would like to be anointed in that way? I'll be a little bit sticky for my liking. But I'm just going to draw emphasis to that because we're going to chat about the oil at the end. But these olives that are stored in this glass container in us, only after it has been through that glass, we can only store this fruit after we've been through that process, that sand to glass process. The salvation, that change, that transference. There's my sin, I take your righteousness. So these fruits are meant to be consumed, and the consumer should be obviously satisfied by it. In other words, we need to go, friends, through tough processes in life in order to be containers of good fruit so that we may be filled and others can eat from us and be nourished. Isn't that a beautiful picture? So now we're going to speak about the water in here that's preserving, that special preserving water. So fruits stored like this need to be preserved. So our fruit also needs to be preserved. And you know how it's going to be preserved? It's going to be preserved by the Holy Spirit. Revelation 22 verse 17 from the NIV says, the Spirit and the bride say, come. And let the one who hears say, come. Let the one who is thirsty come. And let the one who wishes to take the free gift of the water of life. That is it, friends. It's ours. We can take it. We can have those waters to preserve the fruit that's inside of us. Otherwise, we cannot preserve it ourselves.